Somewhere where the weather doesn't change, though, and we'll hop over straight to Vegas. I think we need to speak about LIV every now and again.
Of course we do. Yeah, it's a big deal in golf now. It's here to stay by the looks of things for now.
Mostly because I think when you looked at the final day leaderboards, like the actual LIV field looks strong.
That was so good, yeah.
It looked kind of really strong, and it was kind of probably the first time I've actually looked at that and thought, you know what? If I was going to watch purely based on players,
you're right. I think was that final group. It was like Johnson, DeChambeau, and Rahm or something, and then I think that's kind of what LIV's been waiting for. Obviously, this year is the strongest field they've had since its originality. But then, like, you've got the PGA Tour where you've got a Nick Taylor, and then Scotty was there, which helped, and Thigala was up there, Spieth was knocking about, so they had their characters they want. But LIV usually was kind of like it's Peter Uihlein and Matt Wolff was there for a little bit, and they've never had that kind of core of guys, and all the big names were at the top of the leaderboard, and I think there was even 6 or 7 guys that could have won it at some point.
Yeah. So I mean, it didn't quite push me over there to actually watch any of it, but I could have been.
Didn't quite get there.
I could have been convinced.
And the time it was on as well. What would it have been? It'd been like 10 o'clock. Well, it would have been quite late, wouldn't it? Because it's obviously in Las Vegas time, and obviously you got the Super Bowl on and everything like that.
Yeah, it would have been just before.
Would have been before the Super Bowl.
Before the Phoenix Open.
Oh, would it? Oh, right, okay. Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Pretty much the same time difference, though.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
It's like an hour, isn't it? Something like that.
Where is it?
So, you didn't watch it then either?
No. I saw that Smash won the team event.
Me and Kieran were busy yesterday.
Watching you went to Villa, didn't you?
United win.
Yeah, I went to watch Villa. That was good fun.
So you see, that's the thing. Like, Smash won the team. I still nobody cares about this. I think I am going to. I made the decision. I've been chatting to a few people behind the scenes.
Yeah, I saw some of your DMs.
I had some after my critique of LIV and why nobody cares. Last week, I had a few DMs about people, within the space who are at the events in one capacity or the other. Talk about how I should maybe come down, see an event, and kind of make a judgment for myself. And I think it's fair. I think it's very easy to criticize something if you've not been. I don't really see how my opinion would change, but I'm willing to go down to one this year and see what it's like.
I think you're always going to struggle because of previous comments you've made about watching live golf. Like, I don't think you going to a golf event and seeing it is going to help.
Just watch a broadcast.
Yeah, like if you're not going to like going to golf events now, it's never going to change, is it?
Well,
like,
it's not just that as well, though, is it? It's the whole money thing in it and everything.
Yeah, I tell you what, mate, I'll go to a LIV event and I'll watch the stream on my phone while I'm there.
Yeah,
so I can soak up the atmosphere and then
just watch. Actually, yeah.
I think that's fair enough.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I like that.
Get involved a little bit, but no, I want to expand my horizons.
And you've got here written down Fleetwood spotted on the ground. What's this about?
Have you not seen this?
I've seen what is the Butch lesson where he's with DJ, but
so Fleetwood, Tommy, Thomas Fleetwood,
yes, he's known to his friends,
was spotted at the event.
Oh wow!
Now, read into this what you will.
Was he there just for the Super Bowl?
He was there at the event, but he had his hood up, so you couldn't see his luscious locks, which would have been a giveaway straight away.
Massive giveaway, yeah.
So people saying he's been working with Butch Harmon. Butch Harmon has a kind of coaching academy in Vegas. I think that's where he's based now, pretty much all the time. And people were saying, he's just gone for a lesson, and he's obviously popped along to LIV to see a few people. Now, if he'd popped along to LIV to see a few people, and one of those happened to be his accountant, I don't know.
He's been. I think it's been well enough reported now that he's not. No.
Yeah, because
he's had like two. He's had 2 times now where he's been in the news of like, Tommy Fleetwood might go, and he hasn't gone. Yeah. I think if it was gonna happen, it would have already happened.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's never happened before that one of these pros has said they're not going and then they've gone.
Yeah, but there's no space for him now.
For 450 million.
I think they'll find space.
I don't know.
I think they'll probably find space. I think
if he went,
get a letter in his locker saying, "No, you're not Tommy's taking your place. Mate.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw the footage of him having a lesson, and DJ was there, and he was at Butcher's Academy. He was just getting ready to win some majors this year. Okay, that's all he was doing.
Okay.
Can you
bringing it home for the
cut
clicks.
can you cut in the picture of like Tommy signs for LIV for 250 million when this comes out tomorrow?
I don't know. It's interesting because
With the the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
I don't know, because I think there's definitely been there seems to have been much more of a softening of attitudes towards LIV this year. I think just because it's more established, but also, like I said, it was the first time where I'm thinking, you know what, just purely based on players, that might be a stronger field.
Yeah.
Which is obviously what they're going for.
Yeah.
It was. I don't think you can argue with that. The thing that obviously the reasons why there was backlash and the reasons why it got so much hate to start, that is still there. But you see with all these kind of things, it's just you just allow things time and you allow things to settle, and people kind of just sort of forget why it was hated in the first place, and it's almost just like people allow it to then go on of like, okay, well we've given it its bad rep now, but it's still here. So, but those things, it's not gone away. Like that's where I struggle with it a little bit. And I mean, I don't enjoy the fact that they've gone and you just know how much money they're making, and it feels like they've just gone because of the money.
Well, yeah, of course they have. Yeah.
I appreciate I appreciated when anyone has come out and gone like, I've gone because they paid me a crap load of money. That makes sense to me. I'm like, okay, well, it's I hard struggled to turn that money down, obviously, but I think people have got very short memories sometimes of why. I think if you were to be hypocritical about it at the start, and the reasons for being hypocritical are still around, then you've got really no leg to stand on, to be honest. Because if you go watching it after being so, defiant against it happening, it's still there. The reasons that you didn't like it are still there.
I think you're right. It's just time. Like if you give anything enough time, even if it's disliked to begin with, people get used to it. This is self-scanning at a supermarket.
Okay.
Do you remember when
Yes, of course.
when self-scanning came in?
Yeah.
But what do you mean, like with the trolley?
So you go,
you get your little barcode.
You scan
Oh,
it.
right, yeah.
You put it in your bag.
Yeah.
You pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Like when that came in, it was literally the most hated thing in the world. It was because it was just so annoying, and it was the fact that people are being replaced by machines.
Yeah.
We're getting taken over.
It was this whole thing. I went to Asda the other day.
Okay.
I used it.
What's the word? I'm not joking when I say this. Okay. So I went into Asda and I'm like, okay. So I went round, got to the checkout. There was this is a big supermarket as well. There was 3-4 like normal checkouts with a cashier, your little conveyor belt where you put it on. The rest of it was all self-checkout. And I'm talking, there was about 40 stations.
And you had to do it.
And I was looking at it like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to. And I think there were maybe 2 people on the actual cashier things as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like this.
It's like when you go into a McDonald's now, they have, usually when you go in as a kid, and they'd have like 7 tills of people like manning it, and you'd queue up and you'd go up and talk to them. And now they have 7 screens that you go up to, and maybe like 1 person that stands on the desk, and that's it, because there's like the 60, 70, 80-year-old that goes in every now and then who still wants to and doesn't want to go through the technology.
That's me. I want some human interaction.
Excuse my ageism, but
no, that's what I'm saying is like there is something there that you really don't like. Well, I really don't like. But then, because over time people get used to it, people can see sometimes more of the benefits of it. All of a sudden it become accepted. Then before you know it, you're walking into a supermarket and robots have taken over.
Yeah, people might have initially not liked it and then watched it, given it some time, and realised and thought, actually, you know what, I really do like this product. The question is does that outweigh what you were annoyed about in the start? Is the product that good that you can disregard the fact of where this money's from?
Yeah. Well, as always, get down to those comments and let us know. I think